Welcome to Frog Foot Holler, y'all. I'm Michael. My nephew Colton's behind the camera today, and I'm using his trowel. All right, so what we got going on today? Well, I'm going to be upstepping my gourds. Well, reason being is because I found one with a root poking out the bottom. So that means they're already taking up all this space. So it's time to get them in their actual place. Plus, y'all see that? That right there? That's a true leaf. 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 Everywhere's a true leaf. So guys, it's time to get them to where I'm going to have them in their permanent location. And y'all see, I got these nice, pretty pots here. And I got these from the Dollar Tree. And, well, they do really good, but they don't have any holes in the bottom. So let me do a little froggy tip on that one. It's a froggy tip. All right, guys. So I bought these pots from the Dollar Tree. $1 each. 6 pots, $6. And we're going to be upstepping our gourds into these pots and put them alongside the chicken coop. But I wanted to show you something. These pots, as you can see, do not have any holes in them. However, they have these little plus signs right here. And a lot of your pots, if you take a look at them, have these knockout holes. And, well, they're easy to knock out. Take a number 2 pencil, put it over the plus sign, and give it a little whop. And it pops out. Just like that. Then you flip it over, pull the little tabs out. Now, if you buy one of these pots and you find out that it does not have any of these knockouts for the drain holes, well, you need to drill some holes. Your soil's got to be able to drain water somehow, or your roots can actually rot because there's too much water in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, knock it out, knock it out. This actually don't take much pressure. You can take this and push it through just like that. You don't have to pop it like I was doing. But it's just that easy, guys. Remember, pull those tabs out. There you go. Your pots are ready for soil. All right, let's move on. Welcome back, y'all. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that little froggy tip there. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking these and going to be digging a little hole. In fact, I'm going to use my nephew's trowel. And I'm going to take some dirt out just like that. Put it somewhere else for the time being. And then I'm going to flip this cup upside down, squeeze the sides. Look at that. Look at all these roots, guys. I just up-potted these here just about a week ago. Look at this. It's definitely time. So I'm going to be very careful and put him down in the soil. Now remember, these are types of plants that don't like to be planted any deeper than their actual soil level is already. So there you go. Planted. Remember, this is potting soil, so you have to keep water on it a little bit more than what you would if it was in the ground. But heat of the day affects soil temperature, and it will evaporate the water out of here. So we're going to take this soil and put it back in, and this one's done. All right, so we're going to move on to one more. Guys, y'all see this one with two gourd plants in it. Now, some people will tell you that you need to take the other gourd plant out. You got to cut it. You got to do something to get rid of it. But I don't always follow the rules, guys. So I'm actually going to leave this gourd plant in. I don't know if it's going to hurt it that much. I don't think it will, so I'm going to take the risk. Look at this. Look at all these roots, guys. These are good, healthy plants here. All right, time to get him in the soil. All right, now the potting soil that I'm using is Virgo brand. And potting soil is formulated to go into pots. And it has what it needs to live a little while. But remember, your plants are going to soak up that nutrients pretty quick, so it don't hurt to supplement with some Miracle-Gro fertilizer or low-dose fertilizer every now and then. There we go. All right, so we're going to go to a quick frog tip about this potting soil and other types of soils that you can buy from a big box store. And then we're going to hit super frog mode and get the rest of these planted. It's a froggy tip, y'all. All right, so what is the difference between the soils that you can buy from the big box stores? You have seed starting mix, you have potting mix, you have raised bed mix, and then you have in-ground mix. What's the difference? Well, here's the difference, guys. Think small, medium, large when it comes to the material it's made out of. This is seed starting mix. And as you can see, it is very fine material. Now comparatively, over here is potting mix. See the difference in colors? Can you see the difference in textures? The seed starting mix barely has anything that is big in it, whereas the potting mix has chunks in it, like this. Now this helps retain moisture in your pots, but also, you see those little white things? That's perlite. It also helps retain moisture. Now, your seed starting mix, your potting mix, and some of your raised bed mix will all have perlite. Your garden mix is basically a mulch. It's to rejuvenate your in-ground garden. So you would spread that out, till it in, or work it into the soil however you want to. And it releases the nutrients that your garden has depleted over the growing season. If you're doing pots, it's best to do potting mix because it's formulated for that. If you're doing seed starts, well, you can use seed starting mix. It's very fluffy, so the seeds can push their way up through the mix and easily gain roots through it. Your raised bed mix, that is, it's kind of like a combination between potting and in-ground mix. And while it will hold moisture, it also drains better. So it is important to make sure you're choosing the right type of soil. If you're going to buy the big box store brands, choose the right type of soil for your right applications. Now, can you use, say, garden soil for potting soil? Yes, but you may not have the best results out of it. So it's one of those that it's up to you on what you want to buy, but it's kind of one of those, you don't really want water with your cereal. You want milk with your cereal. Of course, there again, that's if you like milk. Either which way, guys, this has been a froggy tip, so let's move on. All right, guys, so I'm putting these around my chicken coop right here, so that way they can grow up and over the chicken coop so they can provide shade for my chickens. Yes, I know, I spoil my chickens with plants. Hopefully the stupid things won't eat the gourds. I'm hoping I put them far enough away. Now the one thing you want to make sure of is when you put in transfers or transplants, give them a good drink of water. It don't matter if they're in the ground or if they're in pots or what. Give them that good drink of water. Now while I water all these gourds, let me show you where I'm planting this corn. All right, guys, so we got our gourds in their pots and they're in their location for the year. So all I really should have to do is watch them, water them, and train them to go up around the chicken pen, which will take time, assuming the stupid chickens don't eat them. We'll see what happens. All right, so I'm out here with my corn. Now this is Styles Evergreen Sweet Corn, and it is a heirloom corn. First time I'm ever growing it this year. I wanted to see how it did. Now, the way I'm gonna be growing it this year is instead of doing rows, I'm gonna be doing kind of the Three Sisters method, except with only one sister. Now see, three sisters method is where you grow your corn, and you're supposed to start your corn first, then you start your beans, and then you start your squash, because squash can overtake the corn. However, I do have a plan for this, seeing that my squash is already growing. Eventually, if I need to, I'll take some chicken wire and wrap around the corn so the squash leaves won't shadow the corn. But first, I got to get it planted. So what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking up this soil right here, getting weeds and everything down in between this corn. Now I'm going to try to go nice and deep with this, just like this. Now I'm going to rake it back to where it's smooth. Now corn, you need to plant about 1 inch down. So I'm going to make some little divots right here where I want to place the corn. And it don't have to be perfect. Place them wherever you want to. And take the corn seeds, and I'm going to plant 2 per hole. So that way I can ensure a good germination. Oops. That one's probably going to get 3. Need 1 more. Alright. Then, all I'm going to do is take Mr. Smiley here and ensure they are where I want them. And I'm going to cover them up. And remember, about 1 inch of soil over the top is all you need. And then I'm going to pack it down. That way I get any air pockets out. Remember, air pockets and plants are not friends. All right, so that set of corn's, well, it ain't growing yet. It's planted. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing right here, right there, over here. And, well, hopefully it'll work. And I'm also thinking about doing it in between my peppers just to see what happens. I don't think I've ever seen corn grow with peppers, but again, I'm not always keen to following the rules. So we're going to jump into super frog mode and get to hopping. All right, guys, so we got this corn planted. This is not all the corn that I'm going to be planting. Now I'm going to be doing these little splotches of corn plants everywhere. So when my garden comes into full bloom and full size, you're going to have corn there, corn there, corn there, corn there. It's going to be a corny garden, y'all. But if it does not work the way I'm thinking it is, well, it's not really a big deal to me because our family just doesn't eat corn that much. We love fresh corn, but once it's gone, we just don't worry about it too much. Now, the idea behind doing these splotches of corn like this is because you need at least 3 to 4 rows to have proper germination on your corn. Germination. Golly, I got too many big words floating around up here and it's the wrong one totally. I meant pollination. You need about 3 or 4 rows to get proper pollination, guys. And, well, good pollination means you get a good stand of corn. Now, I don't have the space to do the rows. I didn't dedicate any area for it purposely because in my mind, I think these stands where I'm going to be planting everything, as far as the corn goes, I believe will be enough corn and allow enough pollination, hopefully, that I'll have good stands of corn without overcrowding everything. We'll see. Only time will tell. I tell you, by the time everything's said and done, guys, I'm hoping that you will not be able to see any dirt in this garden, except for maybe a walking path or something. I want to see this garden looking like a jungle, y'all. I want nothing but green. Well, that and pretty little flowers, that's cool too. Oh well. All right, guys. If y'all like the channel, I appreciate it if you would subscribe. That helps me out when y'all subscribe. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Looks like this right here. A lot smaller though. Hit that thumbs up for me though. I really do appreciate it. Nothing Edited. You are awesome. Guys, if y'all have not checked out Nothing Edited's channel, go over there, take a look. She's got a really great channel. And I appreciate all the sharing you've done for me, Nothing Edited. Nothing Edited. That tongue twister still getting me, guys. Man, I ain't trying another tongue twister for a little bit. Hey guys, this has been Michael with Frogfoot Holler. Y'all have a froggy day. I got through it, yeah. You gotta quit recording. Stop recording.